Well, this is all very civilized, very organized, very easy.
Yeah.
Figuring out where to go from where we've come though is like super hard, and they tell you things like you have to get a doctor's note, and then our doctor says I can't give you a note, and then, you know, just kind of craziness.
Yes.
So anyway, we have our preferred mask they like us to wear.
Oh, nice.
So here you are.
Okay.
Here you are. We're waiting to get into that lineup.
These masks.
And then they're going to come to the car. They're probably going to take our temperature again, talk to us again, and then we have to go cruise through and get swabbed. But they said it's not like the eyeball swab. It's just a swab.
And so, did they talk about money?
Not yet.
But you think
At
it's...
the end.
You check into testing, and I have a site available if you need to hide out for a few days.
Or we have to call our primary doctor and have them fax in over here to York Hospital a request to get a COVID test, because we're not residents and we don't display any, like, you know, COVID symptoms, and we're not frontline workers. Get him a beer, we're gonna relax, we're gonna go park somewhere, he's gonna have that butter split roll.
By the way, mispronouncing names of the places we've never been to, that is a thing of the past.
Right under the tent. Thank you. Ah. Woo.
To travel to Vermont, you have to either quarantine for 14 days prior to your arrival, or 7 days and get a negative COVID test.
Okay, so we gotta stay put for 7 days, regardless of the
7
test.
days and then a negative COVID test, yep.
Okay.
Last week we were in Ohio with our friends. Total blast.
It was.
They left. We were leaving. We had to decide where to go. First time in a long time.
Yes.
So we were like, do we go to the mountain states? Down
Yep.
here? Or do we go up to New England?
Which was kind of the plan B, because of course, you know, we wanted to go to Nova Scotia, and that was a no-go. So now,
Right.
do we still hit the Northeast?
Yes. Do we navigate through COVID? And that was the question. And?
Well, I think we wanted to go up there to really like share the process and understand how do you, as an RVer, navigate COVID through these states that have heavier requirements than the West has had. Like the form that you have to fill in and check in when you check into an RV park. That have you quarantined? Have you taken the test? And then what is the process to get the test?
So this right here is where we learned so much, and at the end of the video we're going to share like the top things that we learned that you can apply even as all the rules change.
Yes, but the first thing we need to do is get out of Ohio and start making our way east. So let's pop in the truck and do that, and we'll catch you back here in a little bit. We ready?
Oh,
Everything
we are
look good?
ready.
Back there?
Everything looks great. We fluffed the gravel from where the truck tires.
I don't have cell phone coverage right here, but I just entered in Portland, Maine, and I can do a
Come on.
I can do a
for the best.
Google voice impersonation.
You have forever. Take a right.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, so sorry it took me so long. Had to run all over the restaurant finding people.
Oh, no.
But yes, you guys are all set. If you park up by the miniature golf, you should be all set.
Perfect.
Not a problem. I would say probably like 10-ish minutes. They're
Okay, perfect.
pretty open right now, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, see you then.
Bye-bye. That was fun.
What'd you do?
So I ordered dinner so that we have some raviolis. So I just figured we'd get a salad to share so we'd have something green with pasta. And then I got Caleb a hamburger.
Nice.
So we'll send him over and that'll be the way we participate.
Nice.
So I'm very happy here.
It's great. We
It's
just need to
right
have-
off the 90,
Mm-hmm.
but not right next to the 90.
Yes.
See, that's a distinguishing feature.
Yes. And it's relatively free. I say
Yes.
relatively because, you know, Harvest Host does have a membership, and we are buying dinner, but we would have bought dinner anyway.
Right?
And then we're level, and we have good Wi-Fi, and it's Tuesday night, so, like, let's watch a little Netflix show. Chill.
You shouldn't say both of those things together.
What?
It's like a term in the Urban Dictionary.
What?
What you just said.
Chill?
First and then the second thing you said.
I can't remember.
Okay, good. So anyway, let's watch some. Let's just relax.
Trish, what'd you learn today about COVID testing?
It's hard. It's hard to get a test without thinking that you have COVID, but yet you need a test. But anyway, we found out that we're not qualified for the rapid testing, and to wait if you don't have COVID, the wait list goes until October. It is currently the beginning of September. So we found another test that comes back within 48 hours.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. So I'm making some deviled eggs. And
Hold on. The bane of my existence is behind me. All right. We are good to go.
Good to go.
Tow haul on.
So hold on.
Did some research this morning, and Trish found a test, COVID test, in York, which is just north of,
Portland.
no, it's south of Portland, but it's just north of
Portsmouth. Portsmouth.
Plymouth?
Okay.
Portsmouth.
Anyway, it's just north of this very cute town that we'd like to visit. And turns out all the rapid tests are booked out till October. And it turns out that this test requires a referral from a doctor, but it's got a 48-hour turnaround.
So,
And
but you don't have to have a doctor referral. You can just go in, but they'll charge you $125.
$125. So it would be $400, $375 for
$375.
all of us. So anyway, so I'm sure Frank will give us a referral, and then we'll get a 48-hour test and we'll be good to go. So York is surprisingly only 7 hours from here.
This tree here. You're doing good with your pivot. It's just, where's that car driving?
Exactly. All right, a little update here on what's going on. We've made our way to Arrowhead RV Park and Marina. It's in
Schenectady.
New York. And it's a nice little RV park right on the water. It's really neat. In fact, when we came in here last night, there was a gentleman next to us named Frank, and he's retired, and he saw the bikes, and he said, hey, there's a bike path here to take you right into
Schenectady.
lots of history. It's where the first GE building was. He used to be a lineman. So Trish and I rode our bikes down in there, and it was a great ride. It was a fantastic bike path. There were locks as we went down there. The city had a lot of history. And then it kind of got a little sketchy, and somebody said to Trish, just get out. So Trish said, I think we should go. I don't know, maybe we got lucky, or maybe we were just using intuition, but it was there was a lot of history, and we're glad we did it. But you do have to be careful when you're, in a place that you don't know, and the next thing you turn right, you turn left, and you're in a bad part of town. Anyhow, so the other thing is we've made some phone calls. We are headed today to Libby's Oceanside RV Park in York, Maine. We talked to them over there, and they are fine with putting us in a site to properly quarantine in case we cannot get the COVID test. We've got calls into our doctor to get the referral. If we can't get the referral, we're going to pay $125 to get the test. It'll take 72 hours. If none of that comes together, then we'll just stay put and quarantine for the duration of the time, and then we can properly fill out the paperwork that we're quarantined and continue our travels in Maine. So that's the plan. It's kind of a rainy day here. Charlie's ready to go, so let's get on the road. and I don't know if I can go.
Diesel?
Yeah. This is what happens when you have 32 miles to eat, and you have to get fuel. And the only diesel's at the end. Yeah, this is not ideal by any means. Just saw a truck stop at a quarter tank. Didn't want to stop. Then our options got less and less. So now we're over in suburbia. Got a big hill over here. If I swing around the building and go this way, it's so steep I could damage the bumper like I did a few days ago. If I go out this way, I don't know if I can make a U-turn. But whatever we're gonna do it slowly with the windows down, and we're gonna wave at people, be super friendly, and they'll all stop, and they'll wave back, and it'll be fine. No, I don't think so. Okay, now we decide right or left. Thank you. All right, see now, I got the right angle to go down.
Welcome to Maine. Your destination is on the left.
Where's our quarantine site?
No vacancy, it says.
Oh, we're quarantining here?
Yeah, we're quarantining here.
Are you serious?
Well, we're gonna go get the test.
Wait.
I guess we just stop right here.
Yeah. What?
Where's the red leash? I'm trying to get the red leash.
Red leash is in the back of the truck.
Oh, okay. Here, will you hold him? Because
Yeah.
he won't go back to the truck. As you can see, he wants no part of the trucker trailer. He's done traveling. This is what Charlie acts like on a travel.
I'm done traveling too.
Yeah.
98 a night.
98 a night. Let's go get those COVID tests tomorrow. 'Cause we're gonna need to relocate. This is expensive, but it's awfully pretty.
It's very pretty. Well, if we get the COVID test, we can at least get an ocean front. Or do you think those are more?
Well, I think we need to.
Yeah,
Move
we got things to do. We got things to do in Maine.
Yes.
Okay. Either way, Trish, we have to fill out that form right there. That
Okay.
No, that one right there.
Guidelines? No.
And
Keeping me
basically that
healthy?
just says that we are quarantining here. We do not have the test results back yet, etc., etc.
Okay, so this is where we need to interject because we went down so many paths with dead ends.
Has yeah.
So we learned a few things. We want to share them with you so that you are prepared and you can hit the ground running.
Yes. The number one is to know that some states allow their neighboring states or even other states that are at the time not hotspots, they allow them to come in.
Right.
And the reason that that's important is that means that's how we were able to go from Michigan to Ohio and Ohio to New York. But we were not allowed, unless we stayed in New York for 2 weeks, we weren't allowed to go to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Right.
And in Vermont, even if you had a negative COVID test, you still needed to quarantine for 7 days.
Right.
And in New Hampshire, even if you had a negative test, you had to quarantine for 14 days. Okay. But we could go to Maine and have a negative test, and we're free to go.
Right.
So then once we were in Maine with the negative test, then from Maine, we could go to New Hampshire and Vermont, hit the fall colors, and be good to go.
The other thing we learned is that you can schedule ahead. What I didn't understand in the moment was that the rapid tests had a waiting list. And I was like, well, how is that helpful? It's helpful because they knew they were coming into Maine. They scheduled their rapid test for the day they arrived. So if you know that you need to be COVID tested to show that you are COVID free within 72 hours of arrival, plan ahead at a rapid testing place.
And now when you say rapid test, I mean, you'd have results in 15 minutes.
You literally get tested and then you wait in the parking lot and then they bring your test out to you.
Okay, but here's the thing. You may need, in order to get that test, you may need to first qualify, but then second, you may need a referral from your doctor.
Yes.
And here's what we learned the hard way. There's a big difference between a referral and an order. And we learned, as it relates to Maine, orders cross borders. So we called our doctor to ask for a referral, and here's what we got.
We don't have a license to practice in New York.
Now, had we used the term order, the conversation, we would have saved an entire day.
Right.
Because we called back and we asked for an order, and then the next day she called back and had the order, and she said she faxed in the order.
Don't go yet. I have to buckle all the passengers.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Mark. This is Eve calling from NC Southwest and Daydream North Southwest.
Hi, how are you?
Your 2 lab orders for Patricia and yourself have been faxed over to the fax number you just left.
All right, thank you so much.
Right, and even with our pediatrician for Caleb, he said, I haven't given a referral out for 5 months for a COVID test. What do you mean? And then we just had to explain the rules. So if you're able to either send a website to your doctor or use the correct terms, you're going to be so far ahead of the game that you will save yourself a lot of headache.
Okay, now speaking of Caleb, here's what we learned about kids. Not until you read, when you check into an RV park, depending on the RV park, you fill out a form with your name and your driver's license number, and then it's kind of like an affidavit, is that what they called? And it says, you've quarantined for 14 days or you've tested negative, and something you would have to show them that you've tested negative.
Yeah, you have to show
and
your
then
test.
you sign all that. Well, it says there, if you're the type of person that likes to read all the information before you sign your name, you'll see that it says that if you have anyone under 18 that's been in your custody for the last 2 weeks, they do not need to take the test. Well, we didn't read that or know that prior to scheduling Caleb's test, so we spent at least $260 to get Caleb tested.
Yes.
And it was completely unnecessary.
Wait, seriously, that's it?
Well, we overachieved, Trish.
Yeah.
Ours was self-administered, and I think we punished ourselves. Know that some RV parks are going to ask for that form. Some RV parks, even in a state that should ask, don't ask, so you just don't know. But you can call ahead.
You can call ahead. You can go to websites. You can figure things out. I found that Maine was like a really great site.
Yes.
A really great state to figure all of this out. What was the site called?
I don't know, but I'm going to put the site right here if you're coming to Maine so that you can figure that out. But I think every state is going to have their own way of doing this. Our last tip is to dig deep to find out where you can get a free test.
Yes.
COVID-19 mobile testing.
This is us.
How did you find this? And we went from like over $1,000 to
Free testing.
free test results
so you
in
gotta
4
go around
days.
the roundabout.
How did you figure this out? Or
Okay,
did we...
it was because of that awesome nurse, or I don't know what his role was with the walk-up clinic.
Yeah.
But he was amazing, and he gave us 3 resources, 2 of which we had already known about and didn't work. And then this one, and we came here, and it was closed, so then I went online. They answered their email promptly.
They really did.
They even gave me a call. So
Amazing.
And there was a, in the drop-down box, the first selection was September 15th, and I was like, oh, we have to wait. And then the next drop-down box was September 11th. I was like, okay, today, let's do this. Okay,
All right.
here we go.
Here we go.
EACH?
Yes.
Have you raised the window to here?
Raise the
Okay.
All other windows up?
Wait.
all their windows up. Okay.
All right.
What are you doing?
I was rolling it up.
Oh, yes.
What I want to do is, this is information about your results.
Okay.
In 4 days, you should hear back something from them.
Okay.
All right, so I pull this out,
Your
Okay.
head back.
tip my head back.
Rotate. Rotate. Then
About-
against the wall of the nose.
Oh, wow, that's far.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
rotate it.
Oh, boy. That's hard.
I can go farther.
Okay.
I can't watch it. Okay.
Get in there, Dad. Jeez. Okay, other side?
Okay.
Oh, 10 seconds?
You gotta
Both
see
nostrils
it.
on one thing.
Okay.
Rotate
Okay.
around the nasal.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, burns my eyes.
Too far.
Okay.
Put your head back, got my head
Okay,
on
10
it.
seconds?
Hold it
There you
10
go.
seconds.
Good job.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Trish, you're better at this than I am.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, other side?
Stings.
Other
Yeah,
side.
so that means you got the right spot. Make sure
Ah.
you get that
Woo!
There you go.
2,
You didn't tip your head back.
Oh, it hurts more when I do my
3,
head.
4,
You
5,
put it
6,
in there for.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Good job.
Woo!
Good job. All right.
You made it a
Tricia, this is
project.
what we wanna
I
do.
made it a project.
Slide in this way here.
I can't even focus with him.
Okay, big news. Well, not that big, but big to us. We got our COVID results back, and it's Monday. We took the test on Friday, and it's Monday, and we all have our results already. So we are negative. Trish is negative. I'm negative. Caleb, we're actually waiting on his results because it's a different testing facility, but we haven't even checked yet. So the most important thing is that we're negative, that we can fill out the proper paperwork, and now we're going to move to this site, which is an oceanfront. It's $10 more a night. We only have a couple more nights here. and we're gonna go over there, and then we're gonna start making our way up to Kennebunkport, which is pretty exciting. We have been watching, I mean, we've liked this site a lot because we've actually kind of had a little bit of an ocean front out the front window, which is neat, but now people have started filing in. So on this site, there's a fire pit, ocean front. It's gonna be pretty cool. So anyhow, we're excited, and we're, like, most importantly, we're excited that we can free to roam Maine and start getting up this coast. So we're gonna go from here up to Kenny. We're gonna hit Camden. We're gonna go to Acadia. Lots of cool stuff to do. Trish, any other thoughts on this?
That's it.
All right, that's what we learned about COVID testing. Now, once we got into Maine and we got that negative result,
Oh,
what's the first thing you do when you hit Maine, Trish?
you gotta go have a lobster roll. Why? Because I'm a Lobsta Lovah. Okay, we are at Bob's Clam Shack. It's kind of infamous for the area. We have 2 lobster rolls coming, okay? One is mayo and one is butter. We're gonna see which one you like best.
Are we eating in the car, or are we gonna find a table?
Let's eat in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of people that have not heard your New England accent. Hey,
Hi.
you say hey, Trish?
He said Daydream.
Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of people that have not heard your New England accent. You give them a little glimpse, Trish.
Not right now.
8:30. Pick up window number 2, please.
Trish? That'd be great. Both? Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're doing our taste test. Butter versus mayo. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, butter versus mayo. It was $50 for, well, $49.57 for 2 rolls, so I figured we'd just do 2.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, how much is a roll?
Well, they just say market price.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you got a bunch of, like, fries and et cetera, et cetera.
Well, it comes with fries.
Oh, okay. So it's $25 a roll? Let me see this thing.
It looks pretty good. I'm just gonna go for a piece of the lobster and give you some of my thoughts. Oh my gosh. Is that good or what?
Can I get a bite?
Take a bite.
Okay, now have the
Leave it
mayonnaise.
leave some for Dad though. I like that one.
So butter. Butter over mayo?
In this particular situation,
How was the overall experience?
amazing. Well, the people are so nice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So Bob's is a KYD recommendation?
100%.
Okay, lobster's gone.
Everything is gone. It's
And I'm glad we
stacked.
checked the lobster box right out of the gate in Maine, because every time I have a lobster roll, I think the same thing. I don't really like lobster rolls.
I can't believe you just said that.
I know that I'm going to take heat for saying that, and I'm not saying, I mean, but it's, what?
My God, Mark.
See, there's the accent.
I cannot even believe you just said that.
I only said that just to get a reaction out of her, because when Trish gets really angry, she goes right into that.
Listen, I'm gonna get you a buttered roll. It's gonna be amazing, okay? Just, oh my God, don't say that again. I'm gonna get him a beer. We're gonna relax. We're gonna go park somewhere. He's gonna have that butter split roll with the lobster piled high, and he's gonna be happier than a pig in a blanket. Okay?
See what? She's pretty good at that.